Hello, once again, it is Matt Bezic, Executive Director for the Oregon Trio Association with a mid-month July update. I'm going to try to make this nice and zippy, not a lot of new elements, just circling back on providing some reminders on some of the different services and programming we have going on during the summer. First and foremost, I'm doing it once again. You have until the end of August to spend down those funds and any carryover funds. So up here we have our allowable services, things that you can hire OTA for to help provide some additional assistance and support or supplies for a variety of things. So if you want to learn more information, you can reach out to me directly or submit a form through our website to indicate interest in one of these services. Next, I also again want to highlight if you are looking to do any kind of summer FAFSA completion workshops, or you want to do a summer bridge, we have these FAFSA funds available. We can pay you and your staff, even financial aid staff, folks from your institution, we can pay you all extra money, $200 stipends to put on additional workshops. You can do more than one workshop if you want to provide a couple of different dates, but the idea is to help students transition into starting school in the fall, help them with all those summer bridge activities, making sure their FAFSA is completed, and we can provide funding to support your staff and to provide some food and beverages for that workshop. Next, for the remainder of July and August, the professional development series is really just going to be those connection calls that will be ongoing. We are also going to be posting, separate from this update email, a survey Robin is putting together to get some feedback as we look to develop our professional development series that is going to be going into the next academic year. One note, later this week on Thursday at 3 p.m., both myself and Robin, we're going to be getting on here to talk about these Otter AI. It's been popping up in a lot of our meetings and just discussing kind of how we've been using this technology and what exactly it can do, just to inform folks, because it's kind of been front and present at a lot of these Oregon meetings and a lot of these AI bots popping in. So we're just going to give you an overview of what the product is and does. So that is 3 p.m. this Thursday. We'll be going over Otter AI. Next, I'm excited to announce that we are going to be doing the compensation survey. So I know that the national scale COE does this and provides some information around compensation, but we know that it's a real challenge for directors, for staff, maintaining staff, dealing with your HR offices to try to increase your pay for you and your staff. So we are going to do our own internal survey. This is going to be an Excel document. It's not a Google form, it's an Excel document that can gather a lot of information. I don't want personalized data. We're looking for more just broad position-wide data, but there's a lot of elements in here because it's a really nuanced conversation when it comes to compensation and how you can take this data then and have good and productive conversations with your HR offices if you are looking to restructure how you pay you and your staff out of your TRIO grant. So as much participation as we can get on this survey is going to greatly increase the quality of it, and we're going to be reporting out on everything that we learned to the full membership. So if you can take some time to fill out the spreadsheet that we're going to be sending out, I'm going to be linking it in email, and I'll probably be sending at least the directors, all of you, an email separately asking you to complete this. So the board's looked it over. We've had a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into putting this together, and hopefully we can get a nice holistic look at what compensation looks like across our state. Next is just our scholarship updates. So by the end of the month, July 31st, this is our deadline for the next College Abroad Scholarship Award, the $1,500 award to help offset some of the travel costs for students going abroad, current TRIO college students. So you have until July 31st to get those submissions in. And then our next last mile deadline is going to be August 23rd. So you still have some time to work with those students for fall term to get those big last mile scholarship funds to help support them continuing and completing their educational journey. Next, we are looking for volunteers. We want to put together a statewide DEI board, diversity, equity, and inclusion. The purpose of that board is multifaceted. First, Oregon Trio Association, we have our own DEI policies, and we would love for that to be reviewed by the membership and not just the board. So helping reshape that, but also we want to put together a nice collective kind of best practices, maybe some templates for different DEI practices and just policies that you can put in place within each of the TRIO programs themselves that kind of can create a sense of belonging. We get a lot of questions sometimes around if you're doing an overnight trip, what does what's the best practices for having maybe like when you're finding roommates, how do you navigate those situations? And I think it'd be really good as a collective to put together some different components and recommendations to all of our TRIO programs across the whole state. This group is going to be facilitated by somebody outside of Oregon TRIO Association who has experience and has worked professionally in the DEI setting. So there's going to be a call for volunteers coming out soon that has more information about this, but I just want to get it on your radar in case you or any of your staff are interested in being a part of this group to help shape some of these policies and recommendations. Next, I am excited to announce that we have a different kind of a newsletter that is going to be coming out. So every month, bi-monthly, I try to do these video updates that really hone in on what it is Oregon TRIO Association is doing and the things that impact all of you. But there's also a lot of other newsletters, whether it's the COE, whether it's stuff at the state level, just updates within education, different professional development opportunities. So we are creating our own newsletter that's called the TRIO Nexus, and that newsletter is meant to just be like an abridged reading list, more or less. If you don't want to subscribe to the 20 different newsletters and read all the emails that you need to kind of parse through and find updates that are relevant to you, your program, your students, we're kind of offering to do that for you. I am probably going to send the first couple of these newsletters out of the listserv, but this is an entirely separate subscription services through MailChimp. So this is going to be something that you need to subscribe for on your own. So I'm going to ask all of you, I'm going to put the link in the email for you to go and manually subscribe to this, but we are basically curating a list of all the relevant news and articles, student opportunities, everything, so that once a week you can get a newsletter that just has all of the kind of OTA approved updates and things that we feel like are relevant for you and your job. So if you want to kind of reduce some of the email clutter, unsubscribe to a lot of those other newsletters and just trust that we are going to filter, between myself and Robin, we tend to subscribe to just about all of those that you potentially could subscribe to. So feel free to subscribe to ours, see what it looks like, and maybe you can reduce some of your other clutter and we can just filter and funnel all of the appropriate news and updates to you out of that newsletter. So excited for that, hoping to have it be an every week update. And again, you all need to subscribe to that. I'm not just going to auto subscribe because I want to make sure it doesn't end up in like junk folders and you all actually get this information if you're wanting to see it. And then last bit of information, as always, any new staff, summertime is a time where a lot of turnover happens and new people are joining. So if there are any new staff, please just make sure you notify myself and Robin so we can get them connected to all these resources, get them on the listserv, connect them with a kind of orientation. We like to do a new TRIO member onboarding every single month. So and with that, that's all the updates I have. So I hope you are enjoying your summer as everyone wraps up any summer programming, or you get some time off here in these nice warm months in Oregon. And with that, I will see you all next month. Take care.